Well, it's time now to check in with Rich Thomas for our first look at the overnight forecast. Rich, how's it shaping up outside?
Bob, in a word, chilly. We are headed for some colder than normal territory for this time of year. In fact, around the region right now, we're already looking at temperatures ranging up 50 degrees already in Birmingham, and that's early for that temperature, and it's still going down. Overnight, the forecast looks like this. Clear and very chilly. We'll end up around 46 degrees here in the Montgomery area, which is needless to say, about 10, 15 degrees below normal. And around the region tomorrow morning, no travel problems anticipated. In fact, it should be a good morning for travel, if but a cool start to the day. We'll talk about the forecast that'll take us right on through Sunday. That's coming up in just a few minutes, Bob.
Are we flirting with a record low temperature tonight?
I think so. 46, if we get there, will be tying the record.
Okay, thanks, Rich.
Okay.
Well, coming up next.
Now, the WSFA Storm Team's Rich Thomas.
The cold front came through and brought us a few drops of rain last night, and that was about it. It was noticeably cooler this morning. A lot of clouds started us out, and it felt almost like February. Now we're looking for a possibly a record-tying night. We'll talk about that in just a second. Hi to our weather watcher, Phil Guy, up in the Holtville, and as he would say, as Phil would say, Holtville slap-out area. One of our WSFA Storm Team weather watchers. I'll get the station name right. Here's a look at our tower cam this evening on a clear night in downtown Montgomery with temperature of 57 degrees and winds out of the north at 5, humidity at 75%. Dew point now at 49, barometer on the way up at 29.99 inches. Last night, the only thing we got out of that rain system was 1/100th of an inch of rain out of Dandy Field. Our weather watchers mostly had under 1/4 of an inch, except for Joe Gilchrist and Troy had 0.8 of an inch. Today's high temperature in Montgomery was 71. Our low this morning was 55, and the record high on this date, 92 in 1948, record low 44 in 1963. This is what we're seeing tonight on the satellite and radar put together. The rain that we had from that system last night moved on to the northeast into the middle Atlantic coastal region. They're getting some good steady rains there today. They also had a few showers down in South Florida today. Even the Braves-Marlin games had a few drops of rain at one point. This is the new rain system coming together in the center of the nation. Unfortunately, as this moves east, it looks like it's going to dry out a little bit, at least on the southern end of it, before it gets to Alabama. So in other words, most of the rain is going to be going into the Ohio Valley and eventually into the Great Lakes and the Northeast. So we may get gypped again on this next one. You can see the clouds that started the day here today, and then the clouds kind of dissipated as the afternoon went on, and sunshine, bright sunshine came through. Tomorrow it looks like total sunshine for the most part. There'll be some high clouds coming in. We have a cool northwesterly flow here. It's not going to last for long because this little bend in the wind like this will be changing radically as the weekend gets here, and another dome of high pressure builds. The problem with these domes of high pressure, well, there's a couple of them. One of them is that these wet weather systems that come out of the plains tend to dry out as they come into our region of the country. And so it looks like our rain chances over the weekend are not looking very good. On the other hand, summer comes back into our forecast with high temperatures back into the 80s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and increasing humidity Saturday and Sunday. So it will feel more and more like it's June by the time the weekend gets here. Look at the latest weather map tonight, and you can see this cool high pressure area currently in Missouri. And that slides on to the southeast tomorrow. We have another nice sunny day here after a cool start, a nice warm up. A few showers, we hope, on Thursday. I wouldn't get too excited about it. It doesn't look wet. And then Friday, we get into drier air back behind this latest frontal system as we get ready for a warm, dry weekend around here. And a look at low temperatures tonight. This map looks like it's about 2 months old because we're seeing temperatures cooler than we ought to see this time of the year. 40s all the way down into South Alabama, 30s up in the Appalachian chain, and the specific lows look like perhaps 42 around Huntsville, 46 Montgomery, 52 in the Dothan area. There's that record we were talking about earlier. 46 is the record for tomorrow morning in Montgomery, and that is a long-standing record, almost 120 years old, 1876. We could perhaps tie it. Who knows? Maybe break it. Temperatures now from 50 at Birmingham to 60 degrees at Dothan and at Fort Walton Beach. And the forecast on this Tuesday night, clear and unseasonably cold, low 46. For tomorrow, mostly sunny and warmer. East winds at 10 to 15, 76 is your high temperature. Not quite as cool tomorrow night, down to 53 for a low. And the outlook for Thursday, only a 20% chance of showers, perhaps even a thunderstorm. And Thursday's high, very close to 80. Looking ahead for you, Friday, it looks like dry weather. And Saturday and Sunday, increasingly warmer as we get into summer-like weather.
Summer-like weather. Good transition to this. Listen, coming up next in tonight's Your House.